You know what I think was really interesting? There's two, when a child is born, there's two things that they instinctively know, and one is to latch on and eat, and the other one is they bob their head to music. It's actually pretty interesting, and I've noticed that in lots of babies because I stare at other people's babies. And all right. But my daughter is now realizing some of the dialect that Blink has been using on stage
Good.
And in the old videos.
And it's not like you can hide that at this point.
No, you cannot. And
I'm raising my kids Amish.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no buttons, no snaps.
No clothes.
No snaps. No clothes.
No electronics.
That is something
right? You can't do snaps.
That is something that has to occur to you, though, at some point, is they're going to be old enough to see everything and anything that you've ever done. So I guess that's just a conversation you're just going to have to, put on the back burner until it happens.
It's so crazy with our band, though, because they're really you guys have to realize that when we came out in the first few years, we were touring, and we were saying some really, really bad stuff on stage. And to us, it wasn't that bad because we were touring with bands like Guttermouth and these other punk bands that were actually doing physically dangerous things to their bodies on stage.
Right.
So we would say things that we actually thought, they were funny. Mark and I would just entertain each other. People started watching that. So we kind of just, we came from a group or a scene of people in the music industry that kind of stuff was normal, but now as the real world has
We're
seen the real world. Yeah, it's like we're realizing it wasn't that normal, but we learned a great deal since then.
I'm just denying the whole thing.
It's just not me?
Yeah,
it
totally wasn't me.
Do you want to know something? I mean, for real. Yeah, look, I was talking about this story the other day. This is a Mark Hoppus story. And
Don't tell him.
Yes, please.
No, this is just super funny. We don't want to hear it. No, Mark's so scared of what I'm going to say. They're just some really... We had a lot of fun.
Right.
I mean, Mark, this guy here he is exactly who people would think we were back in the day. And I think one of the reasons why the band got so popular is that in all the jokes and pranks, we really lived that kind of life, and it was so funny. And so we had a reunion with a bunch of our friends a couple weeks ago. Actually, I did. Mark didn't, because he lives up here in Los Angeles. And I was going over all these famous stories, but I guess I won't get into them now because I built it up so much.
You have to now.
No. But I'm just saying, okay, for what our kids are going to see of us and what the kids think of the band or whatever, I think it's been a great run in the sense of where we really, I think, we're like your neighbors that got a lucky break, and I think it gave a lot of kids the idea that they could do it too. And
we can say pee pee poo poo and get famous.
Yeah.
Hi, Billy. Go ahead.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Hi, Mark. Hi, Tom. I was just curious,
Hey.
what's the best or funniest advice that you guys ever got when you were starting out as a band?
The best what?
The best or funniest advice?
Well, I can think of I can think of a moment that I really I'll take it as advice, but we were in Australia playing with Foo Fighters on Big Day Out Festival there, and we were hanging out backstage talking with Dave Grohl, and we were talking about how we wanted to go somewhere, like we couldn't afford to do something, and Dave's like, well, why don't you just fly there, or why don't you just have, fly your girlfriend out here, or whatever it was that we were complaining about. We're like, oh, sorry, we're not rich and famous like you, we don't have, Nirvana money, and he's like, guys, I just hope to God that one day you're as rich and famous as I am, because it's awesome. And I always thought that was such a rad attitude.
He's the best.
That I really wanted to emulate that.
And now you are.
I don't think I'm anywhere close to Dave
Until they
Grohl
got
now.
the Jets taken away, then they were. Yeah, exactly. All right, so you mentioned when you sat down, guys, that it has been an unbelievably exciting and rewarding year. I don't think you said it in those words, but that was the gist I got, is that it's great to be in Blink-182 right now. You're hard at work on the new record without putting too firm a date on it. I mean, are we thinking probably not by Christmas, I would imagine, but next year? What do you think?
I think that... I think that if we
Could you finish it by Sunday?
we're gonna try and finish it by Sunday. No, I think what we're trying to hope to have happen is finish it by the end of the year, if not shortly thereafter. So we can. It would be great to have a record out spring, summer kind of thing.
Okay,
and,
that's cool.
And that's what we're thinking. It takes
We just want to write a good record, but as soon as that's done, it's going to be out.
We just want to be awesome.
We want to be awesome.
You just want to be awesome. I don't think that's asking
records
too
now,
much.
what, 6 songs constitutes an album now, right?
That's true. You
So-
put out a double album with 12. That's all you need.
Well, it's always a thrill for us to have you guys stop by.
It is. It really
I think
is.
you know, it is a thrill for us. You know that, right? And we've been loving on you for a long time, so we're super psyched to have you back and super psyched to be having you play this Epicenter 2010 show because it's an unbelievable lineup all weekend long. I think it's going to be big fun, and we can't wait to catch up with you again soon, guys. Thank you.
Absolutely.
thank you.
Thanks for actually, we were just talking in the other room about, like, we've been friends with you guys for more than a decade now, and it's always
Best
awesome
friends,
to come in
actually.
and hang out with you guys.
Best
And-
friends.
I wouldn't go best friends.
Okay, fair enough.